Yo, haha, Magnificent. So what is good, YouTube? Your boy Magnificent. So some people's been asking me what do I mean when I say like they're gonna start cracking down? When I say they, foot sites, merchants, and stuff like that, bank merchants. What do I mean when I say things are gonna change for bots? I'm going to try to explain it this way without giving too much detail. So what you're going to notice from at least from this year moving forward is that you're going to start seeing certain moves that are repeated by people over and over and over again. So one of the things that I'm hearing is that they're noticing that people that use virtual cards are likely people running bots, multiple purchases, things like that. And I think at one point they were using PayPal or something like that to make like sales transactions, and if shoes were stolen and stuff like that, PayPal would cover it. PayPal is getting rid of that. This video is more so to just let you know, like, I hope that if you're in the sneaker game, you as the individual have some type of financial background, fiscal responsibility, meaning you have good credit. You have credit cards that are in your name that are mapped to your physical address, right? Same goes with bank cards. And the reason why I say that is because if you noticed lately, more and more people are getting what? Declined. And that's for good reason. It has to do with the people, or I should say the age group that's in the sneaker community. If you look at certain sites, I believe most sites, they'll even say that you have to be at least 18 or older to make certain purchases, or at least certain amounts. Or they suggest if you're younger than 18, then have a guardian nearby. You know what I'm getting at. So you may have a bunch of people, not even 18, firing up these virtual cards. And when I say not even 18, younger than 18, firing up these virtual cards, running these bots, and they're making crazy dollars, right? There are certain people in certain groups in the United States of America that don't like that, because it goes against the company's rules. It goes against, well, actually most financial institutions. It goes against their rules and what they can and cannot do when they're accepting these purchases and handing them out. So part of what I think is going to happen is they're going to start concentrating more on these cards that are being used to make these transactions online and start cracking down on that. And so don't think it's just the bots. Now you have to start thinking from a logical financial standpoint on how you're actually acquiring the shoe. That's why, like, for instance, for me, I made sure I had relationships and positive relationships with major business corporations throughout America. So all your major credit cards, all major bank corporations in the nation. I have a rich history of making payments. And that can go as far as anywhere from 7-10 years. It ranges, but they have a history. So by me doing that, I've established good credit. And as a lender, they're thinking, okay, well, we can give you X amount, and we know based off your history, we know you're going to pay that back. The history in a relationship, just like people that have relationships with sneaker companies or these local sneaker companies, and they can get backdoor shoes or early shoes and stuff like that. It's kind of the same way you have to think about it from a financial standpoint with major corporations. Because if you don't establish that relationship with a major corporation, credit card corporation, or a bank corporation, where you're using that card to make whatever sneaker purchase, the chances of them declining it, because it's all about your spending habits. If I'm a credit card company, and I notice that every once in a while this person buys sneakers, 200, 300, okay, but then if that person in 1 week decided to buy 30 pairs of shoes on the same credit card, likely it's going to be declined because it's not, you don't have that type of relationship where it's like they don't, it just doesn't look right. It looks like somebody's hacking your account over and over and over again. So use that, or take this information with a grain of salt. I'm just saying, because at some point I think they're going to start cracking down on these virtual cards that people keep using for the bots, right? Your bots are using random cards, and they're going to start cracking down on physical address, your name, to make sure that the institution that you're using in order to make the purchase, everything matches up. And I think they just might decline more virtual cards than actual cards. I'm saying this because people keep asking, well, how do you keep hitting? Why do you keep hitting? Why do you keep hitting all the time? I'm letting you know. Like me, I worked hard on my my credit score. But I've also gotten to the point where every time I use my credit card or a bank card, I make sure that the money's either there at the bank or I paid it off on time. So there's no track record. Everything's a good track record, like for 6, 7 years, actually 10 years of nonstop payments that's been paid off right away. So at the end of the week, or actually the start of a new week, all my cards are starting at a zero balance. So just take that idea with a grain of salt. And this is more so not for like resellers, more so for like sneaker fans that are not 18 yet, and you're younger and you're kind of doing it. They're coming. They're coming. And I think another thing that's happening is that people who do have, let's just say like you're a manual user and you have a credit card, you have whatever bank card, and you're in a queue and you're about to make a purchase, but you took too long, and then somebody who's running a bot stole your cart and made the purchase. Watch out for that. I know it's frustrating now, but you're going to see some improvements starting next year. So just know it's not going to be, especially, and you got to think about it, with the whole virus thing going on, with people being unemployed, these stimulus checks being distributed. Don't think that all this stuff is going to happen, and the way we've been doing the whole sneaker acquisitions in the past is going to be the same for the future. There's going to be change-ups. Trust me, it's going to be, I think, in my opinion, it's probably going to be a lot harder, because now it's going to be dependent, again, on the individual. Are you responsible enough? Have you established good credit? And that type of relationship you have with you and whoever the bank institution is going to determine whether you get that shoe or not, because that's just how it is, man. That's just how it is. I'm letting y'all know, trying to put y'all on game. So just be wary that there likely will be changes, and you will likely see a lot of declines, like L's, like crazy. So your boy Magnificent, hope that was informative. And Thursday or Friday, what day is it? Thursday. No, Wednesday. Yeah, it's Wednesday. Thursday, you know what I'm doing. I'm trying to get that shoe. Saturday, I think there's one shoe I might get. At least at Tim. And, I'm out. You guys have a blessed day.